Hello, this is a commentated replay of my new Cadence PB. 534 run, improving my old PB by like 23 seconds and getting me in 5th place. And I wanted to make a video and commentate it especially because A, I felt like it, and B, I'm really happy or proud or whatever you want to call about this run that it didn't use the most degenerate items or builds about this in this game. There was no leaping, lunging, there was no darkness, there was no X. Instead it was just a powerful combination of strong items in the game with good RNG for the most part, and the run getting stronger organically on the way. Obviously at the higher end of how RNG gets, but I really like this run, so let's go with it. Bloodshop has Glass Flail and Minus Cap, just take both. I really am not a big fan of the Minus Cap normally, because the main downside is you just open rooms you don't want to open and have to deal with everything coming through. That is not really an issue early, where it's kinda just as good as a Shove of Courage, which is obviously amazingly strong. And it has a slight torch illumination effect, which was also very relevant. It becomes a real downside late game though, which, as we will see, didn't really matter much so. Could have almost died right here if I hadn't realized that I actually need to spend 2 beats on going up, since the flare's getting stuck on the ghost. Shield spell is really nice, especially with what my current setup is, which is a glass weapon. It's pretty simple to keep that through zone 1 and 2 though. Apparently there was a Shrine of Darkness at the top of 2-1, which I obviously missed, so I think it actually wouldn't have made a difference at all. Which is rare that that happens. Slight suboptimal movement here, going up for no reason, wasting 2 beats. I also normally don't like the glass torch, but I was like, I can probably deal with it. And this is where I get kinda, okay, this is serious, because Boots of Pain and Ring of Pain together are really, really good. Immediately have the downside of the glass torch, the 2 rares I have to deal with, and I really don't want to lose my weapon there. I also need to check my health before I can take the Boots of Pain, so that's a slight hesitation there. At this point with the heavy plate, even though I don't have much health, I want to get off the glass weapon. And honestly anything works with the Boots of Pain and Ring of Pain combination. The broadsword is one of those. And the glass torch will probably break at some point in the zone, but it's going to be good enough mapping until then. But rares are so awful with it that I normally just straight up don't take it on most of my runs. But hey, this is not for consistency, this is for PB. So this is a desync actually. I lost my glass torch here, I didn't get the shield spell off in time. Which somehow did not matter though, like this is not how things happen. This is all desync, but it works out, which is silly. Like the rest didn't exist there. And obviously I just left the level there. It's amazing that it worked out anyway. I mess up in this fight and lose a glass torch anyway, and then we're back on sync again. Get hit by the queen on nightstand distance while focusing on earthing the king. Doesn't matter, I don't really need a weapon, I'm fine with this weapon, however, the game has other plans. So at this point I'm incredibly nervous and make a few inaccuracies in terms of getting hit, which ultimately don't matter though. But I'm really focusing on just going as quickly as possible because I know that this build is psychotic. But yeah, slight mistakes here, and especially that bad hit was just completely unnecessary, could have just gone left, but okay, sure. Bombs are fine, oh yeah, sure, yeah, bomb shot, 3 bombs, yeah, sure. Harpies, lots of harpies, I don't care, like, I don't stop for anything here. Really careful not to create goo with these guys. Ring of Pain is the best ring in the game, no fucking doubt. It's not Ring of Peace, it's not anything else, it's the Ring of Pain. It's my favorite ring. I could have gone left there to activate the Pixie instead of waiting for it. It's my favorite ring on rapiers, on cats and on axes, which are the 3 best weapons in the game. So I think it's the best ring on the best 3 weapons in the game. Sumoing here, double pressing on the right beat to not waste the beat. This is the one part of the seed that's slightly bad. Like, there's no trapdoor here, really, 9 tiles. And then this is not even the way through. Because normally if there's like a trap room at the start of the level like this, then it tends to be down, but it wasn't. Luckily my build was insane enough that I can just compensate for that. But I still lost like 15 seconds here, which is like the only bad level of the seed. So what fucking ever. The rest was just really quick considering I didn't have mapping. Like I had the minus cap illumination which functions as a base torch pretty much. Being a bit careful now with my health with the Earth Dragon. Keeping one Earth Tome for potential Dead Ringer though, we kinda want 2 there. So I'm not sure yet what I will do there at this moment of the run, but we'll see about that later. This is probably where I paused and hesitated. Well, not hesitated, just thought about, okay, what's my situation here to kill him. It turns out it's a right side spawn, so it doesn't matter though. Since it's 2 wind mages, I actually kinda do the bells too quickly and forget to buffer there. Which means now the green dragon is blocking the ogre, which means ogre is now blocking Dead Ringer. So I need to instantly recognize that and fix that, and luckily I can, but that was kinda really scary. I have a bomb charm so I can bomb early. I don't need to blood earth at all with the heavy plate. And now I'm kinda just focusing on luring. Which will actually become a bit of a problem. Dorian has a longsword. Is now also blocking Cadence. So health is gonna start being an issue. Same here. But I managed to finish the fight off. The whole late game of this run was weird in that I think it was like almost perfectly executed in terms of just getting to the exit stairs. Unless you call the 5-1 situation a misread of the level. But I made a lot of like mistakes focusing on getting to the exit stairs as quickly as possible. It was getting hit by a few enemies here and there. I knew I had the health for it and I survived, but I also only survived with half a heart, so that was really, really sketchy and risky, but I knew I had to take the risk to push it as fast as I can, and it worked out. So yeah, I love the Boots of Pain, Ring of Pain combination. My previous sub 6 also had that combination with, I think, a 3 damage cat from Spiked Ears, probably? Saw that Bellacious, but that can't work with the Boots of Pain. And also heavy plate, so you can just like run into enemies, and then as long as you hit something, the pain is gonna take care of the rest, and it just doesn't matter what you do. Which is very much what happened here. And the minus cap supplemented that very nicely as well, because again, like the downside of the minus cap, you saw that on like the, what was it, 4-1, 4-2, where I literally had 7 harpies around me. That is normally just the deaths of 99% of the builds that you're normally gonna get in like a racing or casual speedrunning environment, as in just like speedrunning every seed as they come. But if you have this psychotic of a build offensively, which where the Ring of Pain mostly just takes care of things so easily. It takes care of Blade Masters with a pseudo piercing, it takes care of surrounds, and I could nicely lunge into ogres to deal with them without spawning goo below me also, and having to attack them again, so I kinda just had a tool for every enemy in that zone, which meant I could push as crazy as I wanted. So yeah, very, very happy with this run. I don't think I can reasonably improve that. If you check the leaderboards, and like every time at this point has some insane nonsense going on. Like most of the time it's darkness and leaping or even lunging. So I'm very happy that I got my time at the very top there with this non-degenerate stuff, I feel. Like these items are all really, really strong, but they're not like this kind of thing that where people think like, well, darkness leaping, maybe those just shouldn't exist in this completely overpowered form. So yeah, that's the commentary of this run. Thanks for watching.